Hello and welcome to another episode of Agile. My name is Ravi Verma. I'm a Scrum.org professional Scrum trainer, and I'm also the founder and org whisperer of SmoothApps. Today I want to ask you one question which has 48 answers and can help you and your teams walk on the path of professional Scrum. But before I ask the question, I want to explain where the inspiration came from. So this question is based on what I learned from Ken Schwaber and Gunther Verheyen. Many years ago, when I attended the Scrum.org Professional Scrum Master training, Ken reminded us that the intent of Scrum was to help with empirically increase value, decrease waste, and manage risk. Throughout the class, every time he introduced an element of Scrum, he challenged us to connect the dots between the what, the when, the who, and the how of Scrum back to the why of Scrum. Similarly, when Gunther Verheyen taught me Scrum, especially when introducing the events of Scrum, he challenged us to ask and answer the question, how does every single element of Scrum, every single event of Scrum create transparency, inspection, and adaptation? So tying these two ideas together, I have one question for you. Can you take every single element of Scrum and explain how it creates transparency into value, waste, and risk? How does it help enable inspection of value, waste, and risk? And how does it help in adaptation of value, waste, and risk? So there are 11 non-negotiable elements of Scrum. There are 3 roles, there are 5 events, and there are 3 artifacts. That's the 353, adding up to 11. And if you add the 5 Scrum values, that gives you 16 elements to consider for my question. Each of the elements, if you can tie back to transparency, inspection, and adaptation into value, waste, and risk, you might have 16 multiplied by 3. That's 48 answers. So here's my challenge. Create a grid like this. So you have empiricism, the 3 pillars, transparency, inspection, and adaptation. And you have the outcomes of Scrum: increase value, decrease waste, manage risk. And see if for every single element of Scrum, the 353 plus each of the 5 Scrum values, are you able to fill each of these cells? Try it out. Let me know what you discover. And then most importantly, compare and contrast how your teams are practicing Scrum with what you discovered as you completed this exercise. Let me know how it goes, and I'd love to see you in my next video. Until then, thank you, keep calm, and Scrum on.